What's up YouTube? Scotty Tradition back with another video. Just hanging out here on Sunday night, Labor Day weekend. Just was watching an auction finished on the 1959 Topps Jerry Kramer rookie card in a PSA 10. I had mentioned in my last video I was kind of intrigued to see kind of where that card finished, and it did end, and the final sales price was $15,000. Ironically, that is exactly what I had my PSA 10 valued at. So just thought I'd give you guys a quick look at it there. One of my favorite cards in the collection. Purchased this quite a few years ago, before he was even a Hall of Famer. At more recent, little bit of a more, I still paid up for it at the time, but you know, far more reasonable price than $15,000. And so that kind of got me thinking, how do I value cards, that just don't sell very often? And I have a lot of cards like that, not just the Jerry Kramer, but several other vintage Hall of Fame type rookie cards that a lot of them haven't sold for 4, 5, 6 years or even longer. So when you have that, you can't just look up at Card Ladder or Market Movers or eBay completed sales, because the sales are almost in a different era, a different time, pre-pandemic. That sales data almost isn't even relevant. So it's real tough to estimate the value on some of those cards. But ironically, like I said, on this Kramer that sold, I had estimated at about $15,000, and sure enough, that's exactly what it sold for on the dot. So what are some of the things that I consider? Well, it is a low pop vintage Hall of Fame rookie card, which do tend to hold value and which are fairly popular. The last one that had sold was back in early 2017, sold for about I think it was $11,800 at that time. This wasn't mine, not the one that I purchased mine before that even. So when I purchased mine, it was only pop 1, and then in the next 2 years after that, another one came out and sold. That one sold for $11,800, but that was back in 2017, and now this one sold. So it's been a good 5 years since there's been a sale. So it's just one of those cards that's very tough to estimate the price on. I actually think it probably would have sold for a little bit more had it been at an auction house. This was on a 4 Sharp Corners eBay auction. I was actually just talking about this with B-Roth 6, Brian, and for a card like that, a low pop vintage Hall of Famer, I think those type of cards are really better in auction houses, where you can they can advertise the card for a good month ahead of time. All the bigger buyers, the vintage Hall of Fame type people that would bid on the card, tend to frequent the auction houses, and that little bit of advertisement I think does help. Plus the fact that with an auction house you have the extended bidding period. So if there are two people that really want the card, they can go back and forth at it for quite a while, even a few hours. Whereas an eBay auction's it's kind of more like a blind auction. So a lot of people just put their snipe bids at the end. In fact, this card, the Kramer, was still at $5,000 with 2 minutes to go in the auction. And then just in the last couple seconds, it went way up, and there was a flurry of bidders and putting their snipe bids in, and the winner got it for $15,000. So it's a little tougher to kind of get people going against each other when everybody waits till the end to bid. Where in an auction house, you can't do that. You do have the extended bidding period, which I think helps these type of cards out a lot. So yeah, overall, I guess I'm happy with the price that it went for, $15K. It's about just over $3,000 more than the last one went for back in 2017. I thought it had a shot to go for more, but I think it might have gone for a little more in an auction house. So I guess we'll see if there's another one that comes along. I was surprised that one actually was graded in the recent past. When it comes to 1959 Topps football, there was some unopened product that was found a few years back. So I don't know if that Kramer, came from that unopened stuff, or if someone just had just a beautiful raw copy in their collection. The one that sold was, I like the way it looks. It had a rough cut on one of the edges, on one of the sides, and some people don't like that, but I love that when it comes to the vintage cards, that rough cut. So somebody, I think, got a really nice copy, whoever purchased it tonight from 4 Sharp Corners. So yeah, just wanted to jump on here and make a video. It's just one of those intriguing things. You try to estimate the value of a card, and then one hasn't sold in 5 years, so you really have no idea. And it turns out in this particular case, I was right on the money. But these are tough to estimate. If you get one or two bidders on there that really want the card, and it's in an auction house, it can go for. It probably would have gone for 20K plus, or it could have gone for less. I was a little nervous when it was still at 5K with 2 minutes to go, but I figured there'd be a flurry at the end because I remember that being the case in the last auction back in 2017 as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys have trouble estimating value on cards that don't sell a lot. A lot of those rare cards, they just don't sell. You really have to pull out all the stops and use your best guesses, because you're not going to just go on Card Ladder or eBay sales and find out what you think it would sell for. So yeah, overall very happy with it. And I guess if it was going to go for 5,000, I was actually considering buying it myself, because I thought that would have been just an awesome price for the card. But of course it didn't. It shut up at the end. So that's enough of my blathering on about the Jerry Kramer rookie card. But again, it was highly significant for me in my collection, so just had to jump on here and talk about it. So hope you guys are all having a great Labor Day weekend. I'm on call for work, so I'm just kind of chilling, hanging out around the house, doing some outside work. Cut down 5 trees today, so good way to stay in shape and get firewood for the winter as well, that my family can enjoy. So that's kind of what I've been up to today. And let's see, Wisconsin Badgers played yesterday. They opened up against Illinois State, got the win 38-0, so that was awesome. I don't know how they're going to be this year. We won't know until they play a good team. I think they play Washington State next, who's a little bit better of an opponent than Illinois State, so we'll see how that goes. Thanks everybody for checking in, and I hope you're all doing well, and great talking to you, and we'll see you again real soon. Thanks.